Okay guys, in this session we going to discuss about the example which is based on a Gauss law, illustration number 1.12 from the textbook. Here you just see the statement. What is this problem statement? See, an electric field is a uniform, so uniform electric field is present wherever this figure is given in a problem. Okay, and thus positive along x direction for the positive x, and it is uniform in the same in magnitude, but for negative x direction it is a negative. If you consider in this figure, suppose in this figure, if you consider the positive x direction, then the electric field is positive. If you consider the negative x direction, then electric field having same magnitude but direction is opposite, negative. Okay, this type of case is given. So here, if x is greater than 0, if x is greater than 0 means positive x, then E is equal to, what is this, 200 I Newton per Coulomb. And if x is less than 0 means negative x, then E is equal to minus 200 I Newton per Coulomb. This type of situation is given to us. Now write circular cylinder of this 20 centimeter length having a radius 5 centimeter. So consider its radius is supposed to be r. So r is equal to 5 centimeter having a length 20 centimeter as shown in figure. Okay, now x is plus 10 and minus 10. Here it is given in this figure. Now we have to finding out what is the net outward flux through the each flat faces, means this one and this one. Okay, so first problem is what, 5. Let's see, just gives us some name to flat surfaces, surface number 1 and surface number 2. So we have to finding out phi 1 is equal to what, phi 2 is equal to what. Okay, as per our symbolic form. Now next one, what is this flux through the side of this cylinder, means this one. So second one, let's consider it's a surface number 3. So B, what is phi 3? That is the next problem. And what is the flux through the net outward flux through the whole cylinder? So what is C? C, here you have to finding out phi net through this whole cylinder is equal to what, and what is the net charge inside the cylinder. So next problem, finding out the Q enclosed inside the cylinder. So Q enclosed is equal to what, we have to find this much of data. Here number of things are given to us. Okay, let's start the solution. So here this is for figure for us, and this all this data are given to us. Okay, let's just consider this figure 1, means this so side 1. So here, what is the electric field for the positive x and negative x? If you consider the positive x, then electric field direction is in this one. This is the direction of electric field. If you consider the negative side, then electric field is along this direction. Okay, so this is the given case. Now if you consider this one, then area vector for this surface is along this direction. If you consider this one, then area vector is along this direction. So we have to solve this first problem, A. So flux through surface 1, flux passing through the surface 1, through surface 1. Okay, we have to solve out this one, simple one. What is the direction of A? Minus I. What is the direction of E? Minus I. So this equation is very simple. 5 is equal to E dot A, phi 1. Okay, and what is this? E, magnitude of E, magnitude of A into cos theta. What is the theta for this one? So both are in negative x direction, both are along a negative x direction. So negative, this A is along negative, this one is along negative, so angle is what, 0. So cos 0. Okay, you can write in this way, or you also write the same formula in this way also. Phi 1 is equal to E dot E, what is the direction of I? Minus I dot A, what is the direction of A? Minus I. Minus I dot minus I, 1. So what is this answer? Is equal to A, or it is equal to E. Okay, by this way you get the same answer. You may be just put the value of theta, you may be just using this dot product, you're getting the same answer. Now put this value. So what is phi 1? So E is equal to magnitude only, yeah? Right now magnitude we already gives a direction. So magnitude is 200. So 200 into what is the area of circular face? It is a pi r square. So that is equal to pi r square. R is given how much? 5 centimeter. It's a 5 centimeters. What is the answer? 200 into pi into r, 5 into 10 raised to minus 2 meter. You just write this data in a meter. So it is equal to 5 into 10 raised to minus 2 meter, and square of this. So square. Okay, so you just calculate this answer, you getting this phi 1. So just find this phi 1 by yourself. Okay, its answer is in Weber. So that's a flux link with the first surface. Now flux link with the second surface. Second surface means this one, it is again circular. So let's write the second one. So flux linked with surface 2. So phi 2, again use the same theory. E dot A is equal to EA. What is the angle for this surface? So this area towards right hand side, this electric field towards right hand side. So both are having the same direction. So cos 0. Put the value. So E is equal to 200. Again magnitude is same. See. And see, I'm just right here. This is E along plus and this is E along minus 1. This plus x and there it is minus x. So magnitude is 200. So 200 and this area of a circular face, that is a pi r square. Put the all value. So 200 into pi into r. How much? R is equal to 5 centimeter. So 5 into 10 raised to minus 2 meter, and it's square. So this is a phi 2. Just find this answer by yourself. Okay, so that's first problem is solved. Now B. Flux link with this circular face, say circular surfaces. Okay, we mean cylindrical surfaces. If you can say cylindrical surface, then electric field here right hand side, area vector somewhere here. Okay, then what is angle? 90 degree. If you consider this side, then area vector somewhere here and electric field somewhere here. Again what is angle? 90 degree. So here angle is 90 degree. For this equation E dot A, so EA cos 90 is 0. So flux is also 0. So flux linked with surface 3, phi 3 is equal to EA cos pi by 2. Cos pi by 2 means answer is 0. So phi 3 is equal to what? 0. Okay, and this one next, see, phi net means so the total flux. So what is total flux? Total flux phi net is equal to phi 1 plus phi 2 plus phi 3. So phi 1 non, phi 2 non, phi 3 non. Put the all value and calculate this answer of this phi net. Okay, so this one is in a homework. You just try to solve, calculate this problem. Okay, and the last one, what is this charge inside this one? Q enclosed. So what is Q enclosed? D. So use Gauss law. As per the Gauss law, net flux is equal to Q enclosed upon epsilon naught. So from this one, Q enclosed is equal to phi net into epsilon naught. Phi net is a known value. Put this value here, and epsilon naught 8.85 into 10 raised to minus 12. Put this value and get this answer in Coulomb. Okay, so again this is in homework. All of you guys note this example in your books. Then after we are go to this next one. Note it. Okay guys, let's see example number 1.15 from the textbook. Consider the uniform electric field E is equal to 3 into 10 raised to 3 Newton per Coulomb. So we have to some given data. So electric field E is equal to 3 into 10 raised to 3 Newton per Coulomb. Means this field is along x direction. What is the flux of this field through the square of 10 centimeter on side whose planes is parallel to the YZ plane. Okay, so you consider suppose uniform field along x direction. So this is the uniform field E along x direction. So let's consider this one is x direction. Now one plane you have, so you just draw the one plane, square plane, and this plane is parallel to the YZ one. Okay, so the plane is like this one, that is what YZ plane 10 centimeter by 10. So actually if you draw the area vector to the plane, then this is the area vector. So area vector, electric field, both are parallel to each other because area vector is always perpendicular to the plane, and which x-axis is perpendicular to the YZ plane. Okay, so what is the flux linked with this surface? So simple one, flux phi is equal to E dot A. Right now both have a same direction, so answer is what? EA cos 0. What is E? 3 into 10 raised to 3. What is area? Area of this square place 10 centimeter by 10 centimeter. Convert in a meter, so that is 10 raised to minus 4. So area is a length into breadth, so length into breadth, but centimeter convert in meter, so 10 raised to minus 4 meter. Okay, and cos 0 is equal to 1. You just get this answer by yourself. Okay, so answer is what? Volt into meter. Next one, that is the first problem A. Now the second problem B. What is this problem? What is the flux through the same square if its normal of a square, if the normal to its plane makes an angle 60 degree with the x-axis? Means the same situation is given. Consider it is an electric field, this type of situation, same one, huh? Consider the same electric field E, but right now this plane, this area vector is making 60 degree angle, so means this type. Here this area is like this, so this angle is what? 60 degree. This is the given case. Then what is the flux linked with this one? So a simple one, here use this theta is equal to 60, so 5 dash is equal to E dot A is equal to EA cos 60. So put this cos 60, so put this all this value here, cos 60 is equal to 1 by 2, so your answer is something. Okay, so again this one is an homework. So by this way you just try to solve out this problem. Now this 1.16 is exactly related to this one. So example number 1.16. Let's see, what is this problem statement? What is the net flux of the uniform electric field in exercise this one? Means the same electric field. What is this electric field? So E is equal to 3 into 10 raised to 3 I Newton per Coulomb. This one electric field through the cube of side 20 centimeter oriented so that its faces are parallel to the coordinates plane. Means here in this situation this electric field is given like this, and we have to put a one cube into this electric field in such a way so that its plane are parallel to XYZ axis like this. Consider that is a cube. Here it is a cube. So let's consider x-axis, y-axis, z-axis in this way. Okay, but electric field is only along x direction. That's the electric field is along x direction. So what is the net flux? So here total how many faces? 6 faces, left hand side, right hand side, front, back, top and bottom. Total 6 faces are given to us. So in this case, whatever the flux whatever the field lines are enter into the cube, the same field lines are coming out from this one. Okay, because it is placed in a uniform electric field. So whatever the field lines are enter into this into the cube, the same field lines are coming out from this cube. So whatever this given, 5 in is equal to 5 out. So 5 in is negative and 5 out is positive, means inside flux in is negative and flux out is positive. So what is the net flux? Net flux is equal to 5 in plus 5 out, but 5 in is suppose minus 5 and phi out is to be plus phi, so the net flux is what? 0. Whenever this type of situation is given to you, means you just put any closed surface in a uniform electric field. You put any closed surface in a uniform electric field like this. Okay, so at that time net flux linked with the surface is what? 0. So this is our answer. Why? See, whatever the field lines are entering into this one, the same field line must be coming out. If you just put any closed surface into the electric field like this. Okay, so our net flux is what? 0. Here maybe you just getting the answer flux linked with one surface, but if you put a closed surface, then in this case phi in is equal to what? Phi out, but phi in is negative and phi out is positive, so net answer is what? 0. Okay, all of you guys note this example, then after we are go to this next one. Note it. Okay, let's see example number 1.17 from the textbook. Careful measurement of electric field at the surface of a black box indicates that net outward flux through the surface is what? What is this outward flux? So 5 is given to us, and that is 8 into 10 raised to 3 Newton meter square per coulomb. This is the given data, and this is outward flux. Outward flux. Okay, so we have to find what is the net charge inside the box. So very simple. So Q in is equal to what? Here outward flux is given, it means it is the positive charge. If the inward flux is given to us, then it is means negative charge. Right now it is charge is positive. Due to this one, we can say that this charge is a positive. So by using a Gauss law, what is a Gauss law? Net flux is equal to Q in upon epsilon naught. So from this, Q in is equal to 5 into epsilon. 5 is given, put the value of epsilon, you getting this answer. Okay, so remaining calculation is in homework. Now second problem, it is also given here. So what is the second problem? If the net outward flux through the surface of the box were 0, suppose, we don't know, suppose 5 is equal to 0. If 5 is 0, which is associated with this box, then could you conclude that there were no charge inside the box? Why or why not? This means we have to give some reason. If 5 is 0, means charge inside the box is 0 or not. So what we are doing actually, see, 5 is equal to 0, it means Q in is equal to what? 0, because epsilon naught never 0. So Q enclosed, here Q enclosed 0. It means if you consider this is the box, then net charge is inside this box is 0. Suppose here the charge is present plus Q and minus Q. So what is Q net? Plus Q and minus Q? 0. So here we conclude that Q net is equal to 0. Charges may be present, but it's present in such a way so that net charge becomes 0. So the final flux linked with this full surface of the cube is 0. Okay, all of you guys note this example, then after we are go to this next one. Note it. Okay guys, let's see example number 1.18. This figure is given to us. A point charge 10 microcoulomb is at a distance 5 cm directly above the center of the square. So the square is given, here some charge Q is placed. How much charge? Q. So Q is equal to 10 microcoulomb. This much of charge is placed here. Okay, what is the magnitude of the electric flux through this square? So we have to finding out the flux passed through this square. So first of all, you just draw one symmetrical figure here. So you here 10 by 10 square is given. So you just draw a one cube in such a way so that this charge Q is at the center of the cube like this. Okay, if now this Q here is 10 centimeter and this is also 10 centimeter. So this Q is at the center of this one. So let's we use the Gauss law in this situation. So what is the Gauss law? Here right now it is a closed surface. Right now this cube is a closed surface for this charge q, and charge q is at the center of this cube. Okay, so what is this Gauss law? So by this one, flux is equal to q upon epsilon, but this flux is associated with this full cube, with this total flux linked with this cube. Okay, this flux, but we have to finding out the flux pass through the only one surface. So how many surfaces here right now? 1 2 3 4 front 5 and back 6, total 6 surfaces. So whatever the flux linked with this one, linked with this cube, you just divide by the 6, then you get the answer. Whatever the flux linked with this only one single surface. Right now we have total 6 surfaces. कितनी surface है? 6 है. तो आप जो भी flux मिलता है उसको 6 से divide करो तो आपका आंसर मिल जाएगा. ठीक है, तो that is a total flux. That is what? Total flux. So what is this flux linked with single surface? So flux linked with a single surface is given as a phi one side is equal to total flux upon 6. What is total flux? Q upon epsilon naught. So Q upon epsilon naught and divide by 6. So divide by 6. Put the value. Q is equal to 10 microcoulomb. So phi linked with the side is equal to 10 into micro is converted into microcoulomb converted into coulomb. So 10 into 10 raised to minus 6 upon 6 into what is epsilon naught? 8.85 into 10 raised to minus 12. So you just find the answer from this one. Okay, all of you guys note this example in your books, and here you must be write some notes, special notes here. So let's write some notes related to this one. If this type of cube is given to you, if this type of cube is given to you, then flux linked with the cube is given by this one. Now flux linked with this cube is changed if you change the place of this cube. If q is at a center out of this one, let's we write a case 1. If q is at center of the cube, if q is at center of the cube, means your figure is like this. You must be understand it properly. Okay, so you place a cube at the center, then flux linked with this cube is equal to flux linked with a cube is given as a q upon epsilon naught. Now the second case, if you put the cube, case 2, if you put the cube at the center of the one side, at the center of the one side, q is at center of any face of a cube. Okay, so what happened in this situation? See, I am drawing the figure. Right now you are not put the q at center, you are put the q at the center of this face, any face. So this figure is symmetrical. Right now it is not symmetrical. Right now and this one it is not symmetrical. तो फिर आप क्या करोगे, इसमें एक क्यूब और ऐड कर दो इसके साइड में, ऐसे यहाँ पे एक क्यूब ऐसे ऐड कर दो. See, now this figure is asymmetrical. Now q is at a center of this whole cube. Okay, this one is original and this one is just we imagine one another cube which is placed besides of this original cube. Okay, so now this total flux linked with this cube is what? Total flux linked with this cube is what? Q upon epsilon. But of this total flux में से हाफ फ्लक्स है वो इस क्यूब में से पास होगा, हाफ फ्लक्स है वो इस क्यूब में से पास होगा. हमें कौन सा फ्लक्स चाहिए? ओनली दिस वन. All okay, so total flux linked with this one is what? Total flux is what? Q upon epsilon. Half is past this one, so 5 is equal to what? Q upon 2 epsilon. हाफ हो जाएगा ना, हाफ इसमें से पास होगा, हाफ इसमें से पास होगा. तो टोटल फ्लक्स में से हाफ ही लेना है. टोटल फ्लक्स कितना होगा? Q अपॉन एप्सिलॉन. अगर ये पूरा क्यूब है तो फिर हाफ कितना होगा? Q अपॉन 2 epsilon. Okay, similar way, case 3, if you put a charge q at any vertices, suppose you put a charge q at any, otherwise you put at vertices or at a center of this side. Okay, so q is at center of any एज ऑफ अ क्यूब, मतलब कि अभी क्यूब को हमने कहाँ पे रख दिया, किसी एज पे रख दिया. ओके, तो फिर से फिगर ड्रॉ करते हैं. let's say this one. Now q is at the center of the edge, means somewhere here. ओके, तो अभी इसको सिमेट्रिकल के लिए कितने और क्यूब चाहिए. यहाँ पे एक क्यूब है, उसके एज पे रखा, और फिर इस अराउंड आप एडिशनल 3 क्यूब अरेंज करो, एक फ्रंट में और 2 साइड में, तो फिर ये फिगर कैसी होगी, सिमेट्रिकल हो जाएगी. कितने क्यूब ऐड करने होंगे, 3. कितने यहाँ पे क्यूब चाहिए, 3. एक अगर ऐसे क्यूब है तो एक यहाँ पे चाहिए, एक यहाँ पे चाहिए, एक यहाँ पे चाहिए, टोटल 4 क्यूब हो जाएगा. तो फिर टोटल फ्लक्स होगा, उसमें से अगर इस एक ही क्यूब में चाहिए तो कितने से डिवाइड करना होगा, 4 से. तो फिर इस केस में फ्लक्स कितना होगा, 5 इज इक्वल टू क्यू अपॉन 4 एप्सिलॉन. ओके, सिमिलरली केस 4, इफ क्यू इज एट द वर्टाइसिस ऑफ अ क्यूब, आप किसी वर्टाइसिस पे क्यू रखते हो तो क्या होगा, देखो यहाँ पे, दिस इज द क्यूब ओरिजिनल. नाउ क्यू इज प्लेस्ड एट द वर्टाइसिस, एनी वर्टाइसिस. तो आपके टोटल 8 क्यूब चाहिए. इसको सिमेट्रिकल फिगर बनाने के कितने क्यूब चाहिए, 8. मतलब जो भी फ्लक्स आता है उसको 8 से डिवाइड करो. तो फ्लक्स कितना आता है टोटल, क्यू अपॉन एप्सिलॉन नॉट, इसको 8 से डिवाइड करो, क्या हो जाएगा. सो 5 इज इक्वल टू क्यू अपॉन 8 एप्सिलॉन नॉट. 5 is equal to q upon 8 epsilon. Okay, so if q is center of a cube, flux link with the cube is q upon epsilon naught. If it is at the center of the side of a face of a cube, then q upon 2. If it is a center of the edge, q upon 4. If it is at a vertices, q upon 8. Okay, so by this way, these are the different cases in which we just get the answer. Okay, all of you guys note this everything in your books, then after we are go to this next one. Note it. Okay guys, let's see example number 1.19 from the textbook. A point charge 2 microcoulomb is placed at the center of a cubic Gaussian surface. So here the q is given 2 into 10 raised to minus 6 coulomb. It's placed at the cubic Gaussian surface. So draw the cubic Gaussian surface. So here at the center q is placed. What is the side? Suppose side is considered L. So L is equal to 9 centimeter. Okay, so convert this value. L is equal to 9 into 10 raised to minus 2 meter. This is the given data. What is the net electric flux pass through the surface? If you consider the any surface here, we have to finding out the flux pass through the any surface. You consider the any surface. Suppose this one, you want a flux pass through this face. So what is the total flux associated with this cube? So total flux, as we discussed in the previous example, total flux 5 is equal to q upon epsilon naught. How many faces here? 1 2 3 4, front 5 and back 6. So total flux 6 फेसेस के साथ इंक्लूड है. ठीक है, तो हमें तो एक सिंगल फेस का ही चाहिए, तो फिर सिंगल फेस का क्या होगा. सो फ्लक्स लिंक्ड विथ सिंगल फेस 5 फेस इज इक्वल टू, टोटल है उसको 6 से डिवाइड करो. सो क्यू अपॉन 6 एप्सिलॉन नॉट, q upon 6 epsilon naught. So what is this answer? So phi face is equal to, means you just put the value here, you getting this. Okay, so calculation is in homework. Okay, all of you guys note this example, then after we are going to this next one. Note it. Okay guys, let's see example number 1.20 from the exercise. A point charge causes the electric flux phi is equal to -1 into 10 raised to 3 Newton meter square per coulomb to pass through a spherical Gaussian surface of radius r is equal to 10 centimeter. Convert into meter, so 10 into 10 raised to -2 meter. Here Gaussian surface is a spherical, consider it is a spherical, and at the center suppose charge q is placed and the radius of surface is to be r. Then this much of flux is associated with this surface. Okay, so question number first, A, if the radius of the Gaussian surface were double, if r dash becomes 2r, means it becomes double, then how much flux would pass through the surface? So here we write some important notes about the Gauss law. If you just consider that any flux linked with the surface does not depends on a shape in size. So here we write flux associated with any surface does not depends on shape and size. If means you just consider this radius becomes double, flux does not change. So here flux is what? Constant, whatever. So initial flux is -1 into 10 raised to 3 Newton meter square per coulomb. Then final flux is also same, phi is equal to -1 into 10 raised to 3. Okay, first question. Now second question, what would be this value of this point charge? So we have to finding out the value of point charge. Q is equal to what? Here flux is negative. Flux is negative means what? This point charge is negative, means flux is entered into the surface. If you consider this situation, then flux is entered into the surface in this way. So here charge is negative actually. What is the meaning of this one? Charge is negative. Negative flux represents like this. Okay, so use the Gauss law. What is Gauss law? Flux is equal to Q upon epsilon. So Q is equal to flux into epsilon. Your answer is what? 10 raised to 3, but minus 10 raised to 3 into 8.85 into 10 raised to -12. You get the answer in coulomb. But this charge is negative. Negative flux means what? Flux entered into the surface. It means charge is negative. Okay, all of you guys note this. Then after we are going to this next one. Note it.